The NFL has seen its fair share of legends, quarterbacks who changed the game, dynasties that redefined excellence, and players who became larger than life. But even in a league filled with icons, one name stands above them all: Tom Brady. To his fans, he's the greatest to ever do it, the ultimate competitor, the quarterback who dominated for 2 decades and left a legacy no one will ever match. Let's go! To his critics, he was a system player, a beneficiary of great coaching, great defenses, and a few questionable calls that always seemed to go his way. But what's the truth? Was Tom Brady really that good? Or was he just in the right place at the right time? Before he was the most decorated quarterback in NFL history, Tom Brady was just a kid from San Mateo, California with big dreams and a relentless work ethic. Born on August 3, 1977 to Tom Sr. and Galen Brady, young Tom grew up in a competitive household as the youngest of 4 children and the only boy among 3 sisters. His early exposure to sports came through family rivalries, where he learned to channel his competitiveness into both baseball and football. Brady's love for football was ignited at a young age, largely influenced by the San Francisco 49ers. He grew up idolizing Joe Montana, whose legendary performances in the 80s made a lasting impression on the young quarterback. Brady even attended games at Candlestick Park, witnessing firsthand Montana's heroics, including the famous "the catch" moment in the 1981 NFC Championship game. Those experiences planted the seeds of greatness in him. Brady attended Junipero Serra High School, where he initially showed more promise as a baseball player than a football player. In fact, he was an exceptional catcher with a powerful arm, and many scouts believed he had the potential for a professional baseball career. Who'd have thought? However, his passion for football pushed him in a different direction. Despite not being a highly touted recruit, he took over as the starting quarterback during his junior year and steadily improved, displaying leadership and an ability to read defenses that would later define his NFL career. One of the key moments of Brady's early life came when he was forced to fight for his position in high school. Initially, he was buried on the depth chart, and the school's football program wasn't particularly well known for producing elite talent. However, Brady worked tirelessly, attending quarterback camps and refining his skills. His perseverance paid off, and by the time he was a senior, he was considered one of the top quarterbacks in Northern California. Despite his late development as a high school quarterback, Brady was still not considered an elite prospect. Although several colleges expressed interest, he wasn't a 5-star recruit by any means. Michigan eventually offered him a scholarship, but even there, the challenges didn't stop. Brady arrived at the University of Michigan in 1995 as a backup, buried on the depth chart behind future NFL quarterback Brian Griese. His first 2 years in Ann Arbor were spent on the sidelines, leading him to question whether he had made the right decision. At one point, he even considered transferring, but instead of quitting, Brady doubled down on his work ethic. He met with a sports psychologist to improve his confidence and spent countless hours studying film to gain any possible edge. When Brady finally earned the starting job in 1998, he showed flashes of brilliance, leading Michigan to a 10-3 record and an Orange Bowl victory in his senior season. However, he still wasn't seen as an elite NFL prospect. Despite solid numbers and clear leadership ability, scouts were convinced he had the physical tools to succeed at the next level. This underestimation followed him into the 2000 NFL Draft, where he would famously fall to the 6th round as the 199th overall pick. His journey from an overlooked high school athlete to an unheralded college quarterback was just the beginning of the ultimate underdog story. To understand Brady's greatness, you have to go back to where it all started, the 2000 NFL Draft. He wasn't a 5-star recruit, and he wasn't a can't-miss prospect. He was a scrawny, slow-footed quarterback out of Michigan who ran a 5.28 40-yard dash. The scouting reports were brutal. Too weak, too unathletic, no elite arm strength. He wasn't just overlooked, he was ignored. The New England Patriots finally took a flyer on him in the 6th round, 199th overall, a draft position that was closer to irrelevance than stardom. He was supposed to be a career backup, a guy who might make a few rosters but would never be a franchise player. Then, everything changed. In 2001, the Patriots starting quarterback Drew Bledsoe suffered a brutal injury in Week 2. Suddenly, Brady was thrown into the spotlight. He wasn't supposed to be ready. He wasn't supposed to win. But somehow, he did. Week after week, he led the Patriots to victories. He didn't put up insane numbers, and he wasn't lighting up defenses either. But he was making the right plays at the right time, and in the biggest moments, he never flinched. By the time Super Bowl 36 rolled around, Brady was facing the greatest show on turf, the St. Louis Rams, a team stacked with Hall of Famers. A team that was supposed to run up the score and make the Patriots look like amateurs. But that never happened. Instead, Brady led a game-winning drive in the final minutes, setting up Adam Vinatieri's field goal to seal the upset. The Patriots were champions, and a dynasty was born. This victory wasn't just about Brady managing the game, it was about his poise under pressure. The Rams' defense, featuring legends like Aeneas Williams and London Fletcher, threw everything they had at him. But Brady remained calm, executing quick, precise throws that would later become his signature style. Brady's early success was often attributed to the Patriots' dominant defense and clutch kicking. But as time went on, he evolved into an offensive powerhouse. His ability to adapt and improve year after year is what made him special. From 2007 onward, Brady became not just a game manager, but an offensive juggernaut. The 2007 season was a turning point. Paired with Randy Moss, Brady threw for 50 touchdown passes, breaking the single-season record at the time. The Patriots went 16-0 in the regular season, proving that Brady could lead an explosive, high-powered offense just as well as he could manage a methodical, defensive-oriented team. His ability to dissect defenses with precision passing, quick decision-making, and an unrivaled understanding of opposing coverages made him nearly unstoppable. He wasn't just winning anymore, he was dominating. Brady also demonstrated an evolution in his pocket movement. Though never known for his athleticism, he perfected the art of subtle movements, shuffling just enough to evade defenders and buy an extra half second for a throw. This mastery of pocket awareness allowed him to compensate for any physical limitations.
He kidded you about being the comeback kid. You didn't want to have to wait till the fourth quarter to bring the team back, but you did a tremendous job.
What better way to go as a fifth-year senior?
Some quarterbacks put up gaudy stats. Some dominate in the regular season. But what separates the great from the greatest is what they do when it matters most. And no one did it better than Brady. Think about the biggest games in NFL history, the ones where everything was on the line. More often than not, Brady was there, and more often than not, he won. In Super Bowl 36, he led a game-winning drive in the final moments. In Super Bowl 38, he did it again against the Panthers. In Super Bowl 49, he took down the Seahawks' Legion of Boom with a fourth-quarter comeback. In Super Bowl 51, he engineered the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, overcoming a 28-3 deficit against the Falcons. And at 43 years old, he dominated Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in Super Bowl 55. One of the most defining moments in his career came in Super Bowl 51 against Atlanta. The Patriots trailed 28-3 late in the third quarter. Statistically, they were finished. But Brady never lost faith. He orchestrated 5 consecutive scoring drives, passing for 466 yards, and ultimately led the team to a 34-28 overtime victory. It was the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, cementing his reputation as the most clutch player of all time. Critics often claim Brady was a system quarterback, a player who thrived only because of Belichick's coaching. But what system has worked for over 20 years? What system allows a player to win 7 Super Bowls with different teammates, coordinators, and schemes? Brady played in multiple offensive systems throughout his career, evolving from a game manager to a deep ball passer to a quick read maestro. The Patriots' offense constantly changed, from a run-heavy attack in the early 2000s to a spread-out shotgun-heavy system in later years. Yet Brady adapted and thrived in all of them. His work ethic, leadership, and football IQ allowed him to succeed beyond any specific scheme. Unlike many system-dependent quarterbacks, Brady's success was about his ability to elevate the players around him.
Across the goal line. What a game by the New England Patriots and Tom Brady.
The best evidence? His move to Tampa Bay. Brady's arrival in Tampa in 2020 was the ultimate test. Could he win without Belichick? The answer was a resounding yes. The Buccaneers were a talented team, but they lacked leadership and discipline. Brady instantly changed the culture. He demanded excellence and accountability, transforming the team into contenders overnight. Tampa Bay's playoff run was legendary, as it beat Drew Brees and the Saints, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in succession. And the Super Bowl 55 victory proved that Brady was more than just a product of the Patriots. He was the defining force behind their success. He threw 3 touchdowns in the game and outperformed Mahomes, showing he could still dominate at the highest level even at age 43. Brady's career is often framed as the ultimate underdog story. A late-round draft pick with minimal expectations, he defied the odds at every stage of his career. Unlike top overall picks expected to succeed, Brady had to fight for every opportunity. Even after winning multiple Super Bowls, doubters remained. Critics claimed he was lucky, benefiting from good coaching, or was merely a product of his environment. But Brady thrived on proving people wrong. He embraced every perceived slight, using it as motivation to push himself further. His longevity was also a testament to his underdog mentality. While most players decline in their mid to late 30s, Brady played elite football well into his 40s. He continually reinvented himself, proving that dedication, preparation, and sheer willpower could defy conventional limits. Brady's impact even extends far beyond the field. He changed how athletes approach longevity, emphasizing nutrition, recovery, and mental preparation. His TB12 method has influenced countless players seeking to extend their careers. His leadership, work ethic, and obsession with winning inspired generations. Young quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen have studied his methods, hoping to replicate his success. And beyond football, Brady's influence is felt in sports psychology, business, and media. His relentless pursuit of greatness set a new standard for what it means to be an elite athlete. So, was Tom Brady really that good? The answer isn't just yes, it's undeniable. He wasn't just great, he was the greatest. And no matter how many young quarterbacks emerge or how much the game changes, one thing is certain: there will never be another Tom Brady. With every record shattered, every impossible comeback, and every championship won, Tom Brady didn't just change the game, he defined it. His legacy is etched in football history, untouchable and unrivaled.